Hello everyone, welcome to my channel AJ Mathematics. Today I am going to give you a wonderful technique to find out a square root of a number easily in less than 10 seconds. Without getting any delay, let's jump into the session. Before knowing the trick, we have to know 1 to 25 squares. So if you attempt any competitive examinations, I suggest you to remember 1 to 25 squares and write down 1 to 10 squares like this. And if you remember these 1 to 10 squares, it will be very easy to find out a square root of a number. And these are the numbers and these are the squares and these are the last digits of the square. And this is the most important one. The last digits of the squares are very helpful to find out a square root of a number. Let's solve the first question. First, consider the number 729. Now we are going to find out the square root of 729. The first step we have to do is divide the word into two parts. First part is the last two digits of the number and the second part is other than that. In the last two digits of the number, the last digit is 9. If the last digit is 9, which means this number is ends with 9, so the square root of the number must be ends with. See, if the number ends with 9, the square root should be ends with either 3 or a 7. Now answer for this question is either ends with 3 or ends with 7. So this is the first step we have to do it. Next, consider the other digit, that is 7. 7 lies between 2 square or 3 square. We need to consider the least number here, which means answer must be either 23 or a 27. Then how do we decide is it 23 or 27? For that we have to do one more thing, that is we are considering 2 here and multiply with the next number, which is 6. If you multiply 2 with the next number, we are getting 6 here. And in the number we have 7. 7 is greater than 6. Be clear, 7 is greater than 6. So that we are considering a greater number. So answer for the question is 27. See how simple it is. Let's go with the next number. Now we are going to find out a square root of 1,444. Now the first step is divide the number into two parts. Here the last digit is 4. If the last digit is 4, the answer must be ends with 2 or 8. So here answer must be ends with either 2 or 8. Now consider this part. Here 14 is lies between 3 square and 4 square. Now we are considering the least one here, that is 32 or 38. So answer must be either 32 or 38. How do we decide? Here we are considering 3 and we need to multiply with the next number, that is 4. Here we are getting 12. Now when we multiply 3 with 4, we are getting 12 here. And in the question we have 14. 14 is greater than the number what we are getting here, which means 14 is greater. So answer for the question is the greater value in these two. So answer for the question is 38. Hope you understand this. Let's solve the next question. Next I am considering 3969. Okay. Now the first part is divide the number into two parts. Here this is ends with 9. If that is ends with 9, answer must be ends with either 3 or 7. Now come to this part, that is 39. 39 is lies between 6 square and 7 square. Consider the least one, that is 6 and 6 here. So answer must be either 63 or 67. To decide is it 63 or 67, we need to multiply with the next number. Here we are getting 42. Now consider this number. 39 is less than 42. So here 39 we are getting less than 42. So we are considering the least number. So answer for the question is 63. Next I am considering 7056. The first step is divide the number into two parts. So here this ends with 6. If the last digit is 6, then the answer must be ends with either 4 or 6. Now this 70 is lies between 8 square and 9 square. Now we need to consider the least one anyhow. So this is 84 or 86. So to decide 84 or 86, then we need to multiply with the next number. 8 9s are 72. So here we are getting 72 and here we have 70. 70 is less than 72. So what do we need to consider? The least value in these two. The answer for the question is 84. Now I am considering 16,384. Now don't be afraid. Whatever the length it is, we need to do the same process. Divide the word into two parts. Here this ends with 4, which means the answer should be ends with either 2 or 8. Now 163 is lies between 12 square or 13 square. We need to consider the least one. So here it becomes 122 and this becomes 128. Then how do we decide is this 122 or 128? We need to multiply with next number. 12 we are multiplying with the next number. So here we are getting 156 and here we have 163 which is greater than 156. So here we are getting 163 is greater than 156. So answer for the question is 128. So hope you understand this method, and if it is ends with 5, there is no confusion, definitely you will get a easiest answer for that. Now, next I am going to consider a number which is ends with 5. So here I am considering 30, 25. So if it is ends with 5, there is no confusion. So this gives you 5 as the last place, and this 30 lies between 5 square and 6 square. So no need to do anything. Let's take the least number. That's it. So answer for the question is 55. So this is how we are going to solve a square root of a number questions. Hope you understand. Thanks for watching my channel. Bye bye.